confident are you'll finish the season with the Bucks?
I don't know. I take it day by day.
He said, I don't know. I take it day by day.
God,
How do you interpret that?
A lot of uncertainty, which is not good for the locker room or your teammates.
Right.
I've been a part of many locker rooms where guys wanted out. Kawhi Leonard wanted out. James Harden, Ben
Start
Simmons.
to think it was you?
Maybe it might have been. It might have been.
Messing with you. I'm
Might have
totally
been.
messing with
But yeah, being a part of the locker room where you're not sure if your superstar player wants to be there or if he's going to show up. But he is a professional, so I give him that. He does show up night in, night out and gives his 110%. But not knowing where his mind is or where he wants to be, it leaves some weird air and tension in the locker room, which you don't want. So this could be a distraction. You having to answer questions for somebody else. Obviously, he's still in the media and talking, but there are going to be questions all around you. Everybody else in the locker room is going to be asked about Giannis. What do you think about Giannis? How's your relationship with him? And you're going to be answering questions for a man that you're not his assistant. You don't care to answer these questions, but you just want to play ball and hoop with him. And he's a great player. So yeah, I'm not a very big fan of that response. But again, I know Giannis will show up night in, night out and play his hardest because that's what he does.
I mean, we all know that, but let's just keep it real.
Okay.
He has one foot in the grave and another on the banana peel. That's what those comments say.
Where do these quotes come from?
No, I'm just saying.
This is like his fifth time reading it.
Yeah, when you talk about day to day, that means that it's a lot of uncertainty. That at any given moment, we could hear the news that Giannis requests a trade. Now, again, he got me all over the place because I'm texting with Doc. I'm trying to figure out details. I'm going outside my comfort zone, and now I'm becoming an insider. You know what I'm saying? That's how much I'm deep diving into this situation.
Perk.
But my true feelings about this, it is time.
Yeah.
Like, it's time to part ways. And you know what's attractive? You know what's, if I'm Giannis, you know what I'm thinking about?
What?
I'm looking at Steph. Jimmy goes down. Jonathan Kuminga. They got the picks. Hey, we know what, 2-3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, who Giannis wanted to play with in the All-Star game? What?
I've been saying
I mean, he
this.
portrayed Dame.
Giannis, say it out loud.
I've been saying that's my dream, and I know Malika will be happy to see Giannis in the Bay because they've been missing a post. I said this countlessly. Like, if we could dream about it, I could see him there. But a couple of things. First, Giannis has you in your, feelings? I know you like to sing that so deep in your feelings. Look, my biggest takeaway from your amazing conversation with Bobby Portis yesterday, Bobby said 13 years is a long time. They understand in the league, like, loyalty is not, completely guaranteed, but 13 years, you brought a championship. Like, these are realistic things that can happen. That's enough, right? You don't want to leave when it's too late. He saw a former guy that he played with, Dame, probably do the same thing. Secondly, Giannis, this matchup, the only thing I really care about, I know y'all think about the big picture, little thing, you made a sound when we said Defensive Player of the Year favorite, Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
I want to see that matchup.
Oh, you gonna see it
I want to
tonight?
see that because Giannis is a DPOY. And if there's a defense that is sort of rebuilding itself back to where it was last year, coming on with wins, feeling more confident, it's the Thunder. And to see Giannis go up against that, to see, that's the ultimate test, the guy that plays so hard. So I'm excited for the matchup, but I also think, they're playing it right. Of course it's right.
Last but not least, but I know it's hard for the Milwaukee Bucks. We're talking about top 5 greatest power forward of all time, one of the most dominant players of all time. It's hard to part ways with a generational talent like that. I get it. That's, what I'm saying? I understand that.
It's a little
part.
PTSD because, Kareem was there, won a championship, then went over to the Lakers.
Sure.
Bucks history. So, it's hard. It's scary.
Decades ago, it's in the past.
This is going to continue to be a conversation every time the Milwaukee Bucks play. Giannis is asked about this and makes those sort of comments. But I do want to get to the play a little bit because OKC against Milwaukee going down tonight. I know you're looking at the big man matchup.
You're damn right. I'm looking at Chet Holmgren and I'm looking at Giannis Antetokounmpo, and
Just
I'm
like
looking at Chet. When you talk about one of the most versatile bigs in the game, that's him. Yes, he gets it done on the defensive side of things, but his offensive package is underrated. And with no Isaiah Hartenstein, Chet has elevated his game. And now he's become that certified number 2 robbing the SGA, while J-Dub has been out on the offensive end. I'm looking forward to this matchup.
I'm looking at Giannis's mindset, his approach. We know he's going to come in, he fights every night. But if he's got one foot in the grave and one foot on the banana peel, you're more likely to give up or quit earlier in the game. So if he continues to fight throughout, I said there's only but so much a guy can take, right? But if he sees that they're not playing well and they're getting booed at home, if they're down by big numbers at halftime, I could see him quitting. If he's quitting, that means he might be actually stepping up and saying with his chest that he wants to get traded sooner
I don't
than
know that
later.
there's a
I'm
quit
sorry.
in
I've
Giannis.
never known Giannis to give up or quit when there are minutes on the clock.
But I will say this. This game tonight, if the Thunder smoke the Bucks, this could be the breaking point for Giannis.
And if he gets booed at home again?
All right. We have Cavs Hornets tonight on ESPN, and Donovan Mitchell is putting up some big scoring numbers this year. His career-high 29 points a game. It makes you have to double back, shout out Coco, and see where that ranks in Cavs history. Only LeBron
all over
had a higher mark for Cleveland. When it comes to scoring, though, the rookie Perk is a revelation, especially on threes. The 20-year-old, he's third in total three-pointers. He is the fastest player to 100 threes ever. He needed just 29 games to get there. But when you talk about the Hornets, of course, it all starts with their maestro, LaMelo Ball. The former All-Star averaging over 7 assists for the 5th straight season. It's been impressive to see the turnaround, particularly since mid-December for this Hornets squad. They can light up the scoreboard. They're 7th in the league, nearly 117 points per 100 possessions. So, Perk, what is you look caught off guard there.
No.
What has impressed you most about these guys?
You know, you can't build a house, you know what I'm saying, on sand because you know it's going to sink. They got the culture. Right? They got the culture. They got the foundation now, right? Like, guys have bought in to Charles Lee, and Charles Lee has bought into his roster, especially LaMelo Ball.
Yep.
And LaMelo Ball is playing with that joy again, right? Not only is he going to go out there and we know he can go get his and have 30 on any given night, but we're talking about the 7.5 plus assists, making guys around him better, but he has that joy back. It's not anger anymore.
So this is the Charlotte Hornets' only game on ESPN this year. Eric Collins.
Shout out to them.
Eric Collins is phenomenal on their broadcast, but it is.
One and not done.
They're 9-9 since mid-December. They've made a starting lineup change. They've been 6-1 since they've made this change. But a lot of folks, or for the very first time, are going to see this season, right, are going to see a really exciting young team that has LaMelo Ball healthy. And for those that say, well, you know what, they're taking on the Cavaliers tonight. Shanae, Charlotte beat the Cavaliers recently. So how do the Cavs need to show up for this one?
I think Evan Mobley is their X factor. Last
think?
year, I know Evan Mobley is the X factor. Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Coach. Last year, they were very intentional about everything that they did. Defensively, being one of those dogs on that end, but also offensively, running the offense more through Evan Mobley because he is that hybrid. He is that versatile player. You can see him reigning Defensive Player of the Year. But honestly, I feel like they've lacked consistency all parties other than Donovan Mitchell. So my eyes are on Evan Mobley. He is the X factor. He's the one that cannot be guarded when he's in open floor.
For sure. I mean, he's definitely need to step up. So is Darius. Cleveland has put too much on Donovan Mitchell's shoulders for him to score night in, night out. But on the flip side of it, on Charlotte, I'm liking what I'm seeing, even though he's a Duke guy. Antetokounmpo has really been balling. But their offense in general, Brandon Miller, they've picked it up a notch. You know, LaMelo's taken, a back seat, but he's on min restriction, coming off the bench, starting, whatever. He has been able to just facilitate and play basketball and play free. They're having fun. They're beating teams. They're a really good team, and they want to be. Not only they beat Cleveland, they beat OKC by 30 a couple weeks ago. So let's not forget, this is a team that can beat anybody night in, night out. And because of these two other guys stepping up, Brandon Miller and Antetokounmpo.
I like the strength versus weakness. Okay, it's okay, the Duke part. Antetokounmpo, excellence, number 2 behind Coop in Rookie of the Year. But also the Cavs are last in defending the three-point line.
Yeah.
Right. So he can.
That's
what we were saying before.
Over, right? Perk got him on over.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Think I'm gonna try to wear I pull up long range. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA over here,